Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Wait a minute, I tell you. You ain't heard nothing. You want to hear Toot Toot Tootsie? All right, hold on.
When the jazz singer hit theaters in 1927, audiences were stunned. Not by the picture, but by the sound. The birth of synchronized dialogue transformed film forever, and behind that revolution stood a quiet, gleaming piece of metal, the microphone. In this video, we'll trace how microphones evolved from clunky studio relics to precision tools that shaped the golden age of Hollywood sound between 1927 and 1960. Our story begins with Western Electric, the company that built the earliest Hollywood sound systems. Their Went condenser microphones, models like the Western Electric 394 and 387, captured sound for the first talkies. These were omnidirectional condensers, meaning they picked up sound equally from all sides. The fidelity was revolutionary, but there was a catch. Actors had to stay perfectly still, speaking directly towards hidden microphones disguised in flower pots or telephones. Film sets suddenly looked more like recording studios than movie stages. Silent cameras had become noisy monsters, and the microphones were too delicate to roam free. By the 1930s, the RCA 44 series changed everything. With the models PB31, the prototype, in 1931 the 44A, and in 32 the 44BX, these bidirectional ribbon microphones had a natural warmth that softened the harshness of early soundtracks. They were forgiving, flattering, and became the sound of classic radio dramas, big bands, and studio dialogue. CinemaScope musicals from 20 years later and black and white dramas alike were filled with the smooth, rounded tones of these microphones. Instead of a thin condenser diaphragm, RCA used a lightweight metal ribbon suspended in a magnetic field.
It's alive!
Engineers wanted more control. Less echo, less spill, and more precision. Enter the RC77A and later 77DX. Introduced around the same time as the 44 series and rising to prominence in the 40s, these microphones were mid-century masterpieces that allowed engineers to switch between figure-8, cardioid, and omnidirectional pickup patterns using internal acoustic shutters. This was the first truly flexible microphone. It could isolate an actor's voice or blend it naturally with the room. If you've seen behind-the-scenes photos of radio stations or early Hollywood dubbing sessions, chances are you've seen the 77DX with its distinctive barrel shape and Art Deco grille.
How can you close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is...
Not every situation allowed for fragile ribbons. In 1939, Shure released the Unidyne Model 55, the first single-element cardioid dynamic microphone. It was durable, directional, and perfect for noisy environments. On set, it could handle crowd scenes, musical numbers, even outdoor shoots. It also became a pop culture icon, the Elvis mic. Though its influence on film sound is just as significant. Its cardioid pickup pattern laid the groundwork for modern boom and shotgun microphones. After World War II, fidelity took center stage again. German engineer George Neumann introduced the U47 in 1949, a large diaphragm tube condenser with switchable polar patterns. Its VF14 tube and precision capsule produced incredible clarity and depth. Hollywood studios quickly adopted it for vocal overdubs, orchestral scoring, and post-production dialogue. Listen to classic films of the 1950s. The lush orchestras, the crisp vocal presence. You're hearing the influence of the U47. By the early 1950s, AKG's C12 brought even more innovation. As a direct competitor to the U47 with 9 switchable polar patterns and a silky, hi-fi tone perfect for lush film scores and musicals. It helped bridge cinema and recording technology, the same microphones used in Abbey Road and MGM scoring stages alike. Meanwhile, engineers sought freedom from the studio. Companies like Electro Voice developed portable dynamic microphones, while early shotgun mics with long interference tubes began appearing on booms. Although the first boom mic was released in 1929 by Dorothy Arnzer, this technology didn't become a mainstay or get figured out until the 50s and 60s. For the first time, microphones could follow the action rather than forcing actors to stand still. A quiet revolution that paved the way for cinema and modern sound design.
Have come.
Yes, my...
While this video can't offer a comprehensive history of microphones as they relate to film, I hope I gave you some insight into how microphones and the quality of sound in film evolved within even a few short years.